Hey boys, what's up?
Alright.
Not much, man. How's it going? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. So stream should be live. Anyway, session hasn't started yet, so we're good.
Yeah, Philo needs to select his car.
Alright,
And
so
then we're ready. I'll just change the track.
oh yeah, please do that. Because we're not gonna be racing Australia again.
Yeah, I only just saw that.
Yeah, I just sent a message in Discord about it just to make sure we don't get into the session with that.
I wonder if
Right.
it's going to be raining.
I'm thinking about that myself right now. I'm not sure if we're gonna have wet races for both tiers. That would be quite interesting for the weekend.
Part of me is
Yeah,
hoping so.
I was thinking that, but I thought, should I? To be honest, after that performance, I think I'm gonna have everyone wet race.
Oh, no. It's awful.
It was
Wasn't great.
it was a lot of fun to watch. But Trem, you had a pretty good race out front by yourself for China there.
I know, I don't know
Yeah,
what it is with that track.
you didn't have any penalties or anything, so you ran a pretty good race. We didn't really focus too much on you because we had a few battles going on, in midfield and with second and third. So
Yes,
it was a lot of fun to watch with Smee there and Angry Orange. They were fighting it out pretty well for a P2, but eventually
yeah, I
Smee
can't
got
wait to
it.
watch that back.
Yeah, eventually Smee did get it because of the penalty on Angry Orange's side. So that penalty really cost him there.
Oh, I need to add Chris Panda and Greg's game. I think I need to add. So
So Chris Panda's leading the championship. And then M66 back to second. And Philo third.
Oh, that information is helpful. Thank you very much. I haven't
yeah,
even checked on that, but that's going to be helpful. So, to see how we do come down to the end of the session on Vietnam and China here.
Yeah. Chris Panda's on 41. M66 30. Philo 28. Sid Kid Vicious 23. MCL Kevin 22. Mogi 16. Bring F1 14. It's Jake 13. Chappie 27's on 8. And Liverpool fans on 6.
yeah, I'm expecting Chris Panda to have another good race here.
Yeah.
But Trem, you got to be happy. Both McLarens finishing, P1, P2. That's going to be good for you.
Yeah, first race we both struggled a bit. He hit the wall and I was stuck midfield. So I think I got 1 point due to a time second penalty, which shouldn't have been a penalty. So that's why I didn't take pole in the next race because I felt a bit unfair. So started third, but got a good start.
Yeah.
Then held on.
Yeah, I think it was Chatty Duck and someone else had a pretty bad start on that race there. Cause Chatty Duck got all the way down the back. He still got it in the points down at the end, but not too good of a start for him.
I think that's everyone for this race. Because they stick busy with family members, so
Well, yeah, we know stuff comes up sometimes, but
yeah.
we still got to keep this going. So hopefully we'll have him next week. So that should be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching one of his races in another league. I think he got second or third in Monaco, so he did well.
Was that with ASR? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was with the All-Star guys.
Oh
On
yeah, I
YouTube,
streamed
so
that Saturday. Yeah.
yeah, it looked a good race.
Yeah, that was actually a fun race to watch at Monaco. I'm just making sure my end of the stream is okay. Yeah, we're all good to go here. So just to ask, do we have anyone new on the league compared from the last race for tier 2?
Yes, we have Joke BCR.
Oh, yeah, I saw
He's a
that one
new
there.
guy. NUFC fan Liam as well. He's new.
And I see Mini Maestro, he's new as well. Okay.
Yeah, Mini Maestro missed last week and Greg's Game Centre.
I can smell rain in the air.
Let's see what's gonna happen here. You never know. You never know. It could happen.
All
right.
we need is wet for both races. Torrential. Yeah, now I'm Saturday and I don't have to race in it. I can do comms with you too.
Oh, it looks dry. It looks dry for now.
Yeah.
Well, we still have China. We can still hope for rain for China as well. So let's see how that goes. We're gonna do a dry race here, but maybe China will be wet. We're not sure as yet.
Yeah, we had a dry quali.
Yeah.
You guys might have to remind me about, race times for Monday. I'm used to it being 4 p.m. my time because it's usually 9 p.m. UK time for most of the races I do. But I kind of forgot about the time difference for today. Let's see, who am I following?
You're allowed 1 or 2 mistakes. We're grateful to have you on board in the league.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun doing it. I'm kind of off from work today, so thank God for that, or I would have been far away and not really been able to do this.
Yeah, I was saying to most of the guys who actually don't know you, you're quite new to most of these guys in the league, but obviously with me racing in ASR and seeing your streams, I know that it was a good coup for us to grab you for the league, so...
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun streaming for you guys last week, so I definitely wanted to do it again and, keep this going. It helps me out a lot as well in terms of, viewership on the channel and stuff, because we got, between the 2 tiers that we did last week, we went way over 200, views for that. It's not a usual thing, usually about 100 sometimes per stream, but it was actually pretty good. It being a 20-25% race, such and lasting just about an hour, it was actually pretty good in terms of viewership for that. So channel has been growing significantly since I've started the league racing, which is why I try to do it as much as I can, but sometimes I'm just not around, so it's hard to avoid, hopefully I keep getting every Monday as a day off from work so I can do this, so that's gonna be good if we do. I'm following Jake around right now because I don't want to keep switching behind drivers, seeing that it's only 1 shot qualifying. I think Chappie and Kevin is out. Oh, and Jake has invalidated. Switching around to Greg's Game Center. Currently Chris Panda with fastest lap. Let's see if anyone else took that. No, I think it's going to be Chris in P1 for this. Alright, so that's going to be the start. It's Chris in P1, Mogi takes P2, Philo starting P3. That's going to be interesting. NUFC takes P4. I'm not sure. Oh, Liam. I'll just call him Liam. I saw that at the end. And the AlphaTauri takes P4. Joker takes P5. Bring F1 is P6. He's pretty good. Best Spawns P7. Mini Meister takes P8. Greg takes P9. Jake in P10. Chappie down 11th. And Kevin in 12th. So I think it might be an interesting race. Only our top 9 did lap times. Fastest was a 135. Alright, so we should be getting onto the start. Now let's see who's going to get a better start on this. I want to see if Philo can get a good start going into turn 1.
Well, Philo will have his 2 mates chasing him down, Joke B and Bring F1, because they're all buddies, so That'll be a battle.
Well, the battles are what we're looking for, so hopefully we get quite a few in this race. Even with 12 drivers, I've done races with less than 10 drivers in them, and I had multiple battles happening throughout the entire race, and it's been 50%. So I can't be surprised. I know we're going to have some battles here as well. I'm quite sure we are.
Yeah, it's a shame M66 isn't here because he had a close few battles with Chris last time.
Yeah. All right, and we're about to start. And there they're off. Let's see who's getting a better start here. Quite bunch up going into turn 1. A few positions lost. Mogi up into P2. Philo up into P2, sorry. And it seems like he's going to keep that. Oh, and I got Joker up into P6. Got a move done on best spawns there. Chappie coming behind him.
Yeah, 3 places Chappie's made up on the first few corners.
Yeah, Chappie running pretty well right now. And less than a second behind best spawns. He could potentially get up to him and get another move done. Oh, thank you for calling that one out. He is pretty close. Let's see if we can get something happening here. Not as yet. Gonna keep it behind just to keep it safe and avoid any damage.
Got Joe B trying to force past the pass. McLaren gone wide. Yeah.
Oh, best spawns is all the way down in the back.
Yeah.
So definitely some contact with someone.
To have Chappie's doing his best G and a Venazzi by making positions on the start in his alpha.
Oh, we have Kevin in the pits. Best Spawns is in the pits. Yeah, I guess Best Spawns took some damage off that incident that happened with someone there.
Let's see if we switch on to Hearts. Yep.
Oh, so definitely going to the end on those. Oh, so definitely someone's losing some time in the pit stops there.
Yeah, Best Spawns has lost time with being double stacked.
Oh, Joker. Joker is being held up by Bring F1 right now, barely braking in time to avoid contact on the rear end there. He might try. He has overtake on and is going down here. He might get a move coming down to that hairpin. I think definitely so. We're about to have a move happening here. Let's see if he's going on the outside or the inside on this. He's not getting a good gap. Taking the outside, was blocked off from the inside. He's gonna go around. Let's see, but let's see. Joker taking on the inside. Oh no, bring my phone to the inside. Got it done. Keeping it there. I think that battle is gonna continue for just a bit though.
Moki's chasing Philo down for second.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that gap right now as well.
So it looks like both Mercedes are trying to pass both hard.
Yeah, it does. Because
McLaren's struggling at the back in Tier 2.
It's the reverse of Tier 1.
It does seem so.
Come on, McLaren's, do us proud. Safety car, you'll come back into the race.
They might be hoping for that actually, but I'm not sure if we're going to be getting a safety car here unless we have a pretty serious incident on track, which we haven't seen happen as yet. Minor incidents, yeah, some pit stops happening, but nothing major to, you know, have a VSC even as yet.
If we didn't get a safety car in the wet, I can't see one in the dry.
I don't think we're going to. We might see a VSC if, you know, if we're lucky to see one, but I don't think we're getting an actual safety car unless someone really forces a move and can't get it done and just causes an incident. Joker is chasing down Bring F1. He might be going for it here and here. Let's see. Taking on the outside again. Let's see if this is going to get done.
Oh, he's battling well.
Oh, went wide.
Oh,
Bring F1, push him a bit wide. They're going wheel to wheel.
Chappie's just gone off of a hairpin. It's Jake.
Yeah, I've just caught Chappie doing the double not to get back down. So I wondered if Jake's got damage.
Yeah, he lost an end plate. Jake lost an end plate.
Yeah.
Philo is in the pits. Mogi's up into P2 now.
McLaren's made up a position. Come on, MCL Kevin. The Mercedes are doing well. Second and fourth.
Let's see if they can carry that to the end of the race. Only lap 4 going, another 10 or so laps more to go here. So Philo coming out way down in 8th so far he is. I think he's about to get out in 9th now. I think he'll be out in 9th. Looking at that delta there, yeah, he's going to be out in 9th.
Then UFC fan Liam's doing well in his first race in the league. 3rd place.
Yeah, I'm actually following on board with him right now. 1.8 seconds behind Mogi. I'm trying to have a look if that gap is breaking.
He's got no ERS.
It's now down to 1.5 seconds. Going back to 1.8. Just moving it right around that gap. But let's see if he can get something down. If he can break the gap, I'm not sure as yet. Now Mogi has his own worries out the front, just trying to catch Chris right now.
Yeah, I've got Chappie trying to follow Philo down the straight. I don't think he's close enough to make a move though.
No.
Not close enough, no. He's gonna have to hold it down in P9 for now. So Kevin got that McLaren up into P10 for points. Let's see if Bespoke can get something done.
No, Chappie's just run wide a little bit.
I'm following on board with him right now, yeah.
That'll give Philo a breakaway.
And Joe BCR is in the pits there. Oh, 2 cars in the Chappie and Philo in the pits, almost getting each other kind of ghosted out front. But both of them in the pits at the same time. Joke as BCR as well. Following bring F1 and Liam and UFC Liam as they're going. See what's gonna happen here. Oh, so Kevin in the McLaren moves up to 8th now because of those pit stops.
Philo's still ahead of Chappie in the pit stops.
Gapper's building just a little bit between everyone on field for this Vietnam for tier 2 here. So not as close as we had in the tier 1, being it was wet and it is dry here as well. So
Yeah, spread out.
Yeah, we've got Philo chasing it down. Well, Chappie chasing down
Chappie,
Philo.
yeah, Chappie chasing now Philo.
Mediums. He's jumped onto softs, Chappie.
So Chappie has the faster tires. Let's see, coming down to the the hairpin. Let's see if he's gonna get anything done.
He should be able to get it done here. He's got ERS. Philo's got 44. Chappie has got none. He's going for it though.
Oh, a little late braking might help. Philo keeps it in 10th. Chappie's gonna have to just settle back in 11 for now until he gets a gap going. It is a pretty close barrier here.
And he's putting on softs. And the front wing.
Oh, that front wing change is gonna cost him some time there. So we still have Chris, Mogi, Liam, and Bring F1 and Greg yet to pit as well. Alright, so they're still running 5 laps on those sides. They're definitely going to have to pit. This is not a wet race, so the regulations are going to give them a penalty or disqualify them if they don't pit on this race here. So they have to pit at some point. But just having a look at where they might be waiting for maybe lap 7 or 8 to take a pit stop here. But I think between Chris, Mogi, and Liam there, they're just watching each other. Bring F1 as well. They're all just watching each other to see who's going to go into the pits first and, you know, be the first one. And then the next one is just going to have a pretty good in-lap going into the pits on the next round.
All on soft tyres as well, so it'll be when one jumps in, the other will jump in.
Yeah, and Chappie was thinking. Yeah, Chappie was thinking about the move there.
Yeah, I said they follow one each other in because it's different teams as well, so that'll help.
Chris is in the pits as well here.
Liam stayed out.
So Liam takes P1.
One fast lap.
He might be. Liam takes P1 now. Bring F1 goes P2 here. And Chappie with a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
Chris has still got the fastest lap at the moment.
And he's getting out of the pits right now. Mogi getting out of the pits behind him there now as well. So let's see when Bring F1 and NUFC Liam is about to pit. If they're going to do it on this lap, I'm not sure. I'm just following on with Liam here in P1 to see if he's going to be pitting on this occasion.
He's going to need a fast lap to keep hold of his position 1.
Definitely.
I think Liam will probably be going in on this lap, and Bring F1 should follow him in. But he's got no ERS to try and stretch his lead out.
And Bring F1 has barely about 25% ERS there, so he's gonna maybe try and use some of it, but he doesn't seem to be using it right now. Maybe he's keeping it for his outlap when he gets out if someone does come out in front of him again.
5-second penalty, so Greg might serve that when he goes in the pit.
Oh yeah, definitely you can actually be forced to serve that when you do take your pit stop, so it's unavoidable at this point. Guess he's gonna have to pit as well. Oh, and Liam goes into the pits. Let's see if Bring F1, he goes into the pits as well. So let's see how Chris and Mogi comes around now.
Filo's making a move on Mini Maestro, taking him that back straight.
Chris is coming around to the start.
I think Chris is about to get back his, yeah, he's getting it back. I'm not so sure about Mogi where he's coming around. He's coming around now. He looks like he might be getting it back as well. Yeah, they go comfortably by. So Chris and Mogi taking back P1, P2, Liam and Bring F1 settling back for P3 and P4 as they come out of the pits.
I'm just joking, make it.
Joker. So that is strange to see happening.
No, Liam kept hold of third.
Oh, Liam has his start still. So Joe BCR, he's taking fourth now. Bring F1 goes down to fifth as he's now out of the pits, which means there are probably a wing change happening. I didn't look at what was happening in the pits there. Maybe someone took a
serving his penalty and a wing change, so double whammy.
So that's gonna cost him. Philo running in 7th behind Jake in 6th. Chappie now up into 9th. Kevin still now, he's running 12th. And Bespoke's up into 10th. But
Ferrari's gone off, I think. Mini Maestro's facing the wrong way.
oh, he's lost it. I think he's lost a decent amount of front wing there as well. Disqualified from the session. He went the wrong way.
I think he was just trying to drive up to spin it round. But
yeah.
He has to keep stopping, so I think that's why he disqualified him.
Oh, and Kevin in McLaren gets around Greg there for the hairpin. Gets that move done. Gets a gap going there as well.
Fastest lap for Chris again.
He's running pretty.
Next season to see if Chris gets promoted and he can face against the Slayer and Chatty Duck.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see as well. Because he's driving pretty comfortably well out in front. But if he does finish in P1 here, he's going to be starting on a reverse grid for China. So it's going to be interesting to see how well he drives there.
Well, both Renaults have got the whole pack sandwiched.
Oh, true, because we got Greg down in 11th and Chris down in P1. Greg really needs to put some work in to get that Renault into the points here.
Yeah, he's 1 minute 8 behind his teammate.
But Chris driving excellent out front. He has an 8.6 second gap off of Mogi running in P2, who is a little more worried about Liam running in P3 right now.
I'm surprised Joke B's not using his ERS down that long straight to try and catch up Liam.
I think he might actually be trying to work a strategy, saving it up a little bit to when he gets a little bit closer. But of course, this is a 25% race. We are on lap 9 of 14. He has very limited time to get this done. So he's going to have to get at it if he really wants to get that final podium position on here. Oh, loses it.
Oh, and he's hit the wall.
Has some contact with the wall. Lost that end plate.
Just as we were talking about him, he was pretty quick in his trial.
I'm not sure if he was watching the stream and got this. I'm not sure if he was watching the stream and got distracted a bit. That does happen to drivers sometimes, but you know, you got to keep your head on in this race. It's every turn, every few seconds. You got to just make sure you get it right.
Yeah, I kind of remember a guy on YouTube doing the stream following me in a race. And when he was on board me twice, I crashed.
It does happen.
I won't name names.
Let's keep it that way.
I did hear your comment on the stream. I hope he didn't know I was on board and twice. No, I didn't. I wrote it off big time.
Well, yeah, it has been quite an interesting race here for Vietnam for Tier 2. You know, being dry, it does be, you know, a little more of an advantage in most of the drivers, I would say, because not everyone is good in the wets. But, you know, we still had some very decent driving. I think some pretty good driving in the wets for both races for the Tier 1 race there.
I'm surprised Joe B didn't go into the pits then and throw socks on.
He might not want to risk it losing out to bring F1 and Jake right behind him there, because he's definitely going to be coming out 6th if he does take that pit stop. So he's not going to be probably trying for that. He might just be pushing down to the end with this.
Yeah, 4 laps with 10 seconds. Yeah, he probably could hold on even with just damage, but I think one more bang on that wall.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be he's gonna have to be careful, because if he does lose another end plate, it's definitely gonna cost him and allow Jake to catch up. But,
yeah, he's lost a second and a half already.
Yeah, he oh, definitely.
On his inside.
I wonder if they. Yeah.
He let him through there, I think.
Yeah, I think they might be communicating with each other and just you know, go on ahead and see if you can catch Chappie out in front of me, because I'm not doing it. So you know, it's all about strategy for when you're driving with a teammate, especially if you're communication with him. It's best, yeah. Oh, I'm following that right now too. Oh, Jake has DRS. He has DRS using overtake. He's going alongside. He should be getting it done pretty comfortably. Let's see. Yeah, he got it done. I don't see any damage, so I think we're good. So that's going to continue on. Jake now up into P5. Pretty good job on him. But Chris out in front, I gotta say, 12.9 seconds that gap is between him and Mogi. He's driving excellent out in front there, having a very comfortable race.
I think Kevin's possibly going to be passing Chappie in the next 1 or 2 laps, because he's right on his tail now.
Just trying to follow that here as well. So Greg is now out of the points, only car out of the points right now, so he's just 1 slot out of it. So you just don't want to be that driver right now, but let's see if he can get something done. I'm not sure. He is way back, and I don't think Bespoke is going to pit with 8 laps on mediums. He says have another 2 laps to go. He's going to just push it and go anyway. So unless some mistake is made, because Greg has about 19 seconds. Oh, and Kevin going a bit wide. Losing some time to Chappie. Still pretty close though. Chappie going wide. Oh, and Chappie lost it. Chappie's into the wall. Car is sideways, trying to spin around and go again. He's going to end up all the way down.
Be a safety car.
Now Chappie's going. It's going to be fine. It's just going to be a yellow flag, I think, here.
Greg's out as well.
I think Greg is disconnected.
Yeah.
He is ghosted. He is definitely disconnected. Chappie has a lot of damage. He's now in 10th. He's going to have to pit. So he definitely probably going to finish down in 10 there. Unless Greg's AI get past him, I'm not sure. Well, let's go out in front. Let's see what's happening with Bring F1 and Jake here. Under a second. Half a second, actually.
I thought he'd have cleared him by now, but his Bring F1 seems to be catching.
And they get pretty close into that hairpin. Let's see how it goes on the next lap going. Bring F1 is putting a lot of pressure on Jake right now, who seems to be handling it pretty well. But, you know, Bring F1 doing a pretty good job keeping the gap under a second, so at least he's going to be able to get DRS. And Jake still has a lot of overtake left to use. So let's see, Bring F1 doesn't have that much, has DRS on the pit straight. Let's see, he's not close enough to get anything done, so that's going to have to hold off for now. And we're into lap 13, so time is running out. I think Greg has joined back the session.
Liam's 1.5 seconds off Mogi from third to second, so he'll be hoping Mogi makes a mistake and he can grab the second spot.
Even with that kind of gap, I think it has to be a significant mistake in order for Liam to get past Mogi there, because even if Mogi just loses the rear end for just over a second or so, he's going to lose some time, but not significant enough unless Liam gets a little bit closer, like under a second. It's going to be pretty easy to get past, yeah. If it's a full spin, then definitely, yeah.
How's the spun feel on? He's just got back going now, but he's lost a bit of time.
Oh, and Phil lost both end plates.
Oh, it's Jake lost the back end a little bit then on the softs. Yeah. So easy just to try and jump on the throttle straight away when you've got someone chasing you.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on you as well, you know, just trying to keep it clean, going through the corners and not being late on getting back on that throttle. Sometimes you just get on it a little bit too early, and that's Mogi with the fastest lap, a 140.8, and he's in third. Well, at least he seems to be in third. Greg has somehow...
Greg's game center jumped up into second. I don't know whether that's a glitch.
I think that's a glitch happening. We've had that happening before. I'm not sure how that's possibly happened.
He's made 10 spaces.
Unless he's some... Yeah, yeah.
Funny.
So we're gonna have to probably just ignore that for a bit.
Yeah, so it's still Chris, Mogi and
Liam, yeah.
who are the top three. Oh, Liam could get past Mogi, he's just lost his left end plate.
So Greg is back on, he's connected again, but not sure why he's in second, just a little glitch on that end. Either that or the... yeah. Oh, that was tight. I think so as well, he did go a little bit too deep into that corner.
It's not come up. Oh, good move. Oh, Alpha Tauri cut the corner.
Oh, that Mercedes and Mogi is missing both end plates.
Yeah.
So that's some serious damage. I don't see one they shove. There we go. So it's gonna be Liam should be in second, Mogi should be in third. Let's see how penalties play out on that one. If they have, either of the two of them had, I'm not sure. Greg is definitely not second here. Not sure why he's there. So Mogi goes second. It's gonna be Liam in third. Joke BCR goes fifth. Sorry, well, fourth it should be. Jake should be fifth. And Bring F1 should be sixth. It's so confusing doing this right now. Philo should be seventh.
Yeah, we've got a McLaren first and second for China.
So the best Pons is going to be on pole position in China.
Yep. So his teammate should do the blocking job. Yeah, well played, Chris. Just to specify, Greg is not in second.
So let's see, that's going to be Philo in 7th, and Kevin goes 8th. Best Pawns is going to be 9th, and Chappie should be 10th, or it's between Chappie and yeah, Greg. I'm not sure who's taking 10th or 11th and 12 there, and how that mix has gone. It happened, I think, yesterday as well. Driver of the day goes to Greg. I don't even know if that one is true, man. I'll be honest with you right now, because that only happened because of he went all the way up into P2.
Yeah, we'll put that down as a gaming glitch.
Has to be. It happened, I think, on a stream yesterday for me, or on Saturday. I'm not even sure which stream but it happened before. On a race I did, I can't remember which one it was. Someone ended up in first or second, and they were all the way down at the back. It does happen.
I'm just wondering, does he have to give the champagne back once he sprayed it?
I'm not sure if he might have to pay for it. Let's see. So it's going to be Chris P1. We're going to skip ahead and go to Mogi P2, Liam P3, Joke BCR P4, Jake P5, Bringer from P6, Philo P7, Kevin goes 8th, Best Spawns 9th. I think it's going to be Chappie in 10th here. And if it's going to be Chappie in 10th, means he's going to be starting on pole. Well, he should have been starting on pole, but I don't know how the reverse grid is going to go in this instance here now. We didn't have too many penalties.
Yeah, I've worked it out. It'll be... Greg will be on pole. Chappie will be 11th. Mini Maestro will be 12th, and then it's a reverse top 10.
Alright, so let's see how well China is going to go. And wet race, hopefully. Should be a good one.
Put them through what we got put through.
Oh, just to mention it, I did mention it in the Tier 1 stream, but just to mention it, so it's Slydog Racing League and sponsored by Gray's Bespoke's printing and embroidery services, specialist as it. So just to make sure I mention it in the stream, because sometimes I just forget, but I do have it on the stream title there. It's always there. If it's a sponsor for the league, I always put it there. So just in case I forget, we always do have it. We do have their logo as well on the thumbnail. Set it up since yesterday, so just to make sure.
Yeah, I've seen it flashing up, so it's in everyone's eye line.
So how does the reverse grid work, Trem? Because do you guys have to like set who's gonna be P1, 2, 3 going down for the next session? Yeah, I assume. I've never actually done a lobby where you have to do that, so I'm not sure how it works. If you actually set it, or because I was wondering if the game is gonna set it, if it has a setting to just choose reverse grid. If Greg was gonna be starting down in, it would have been P8 for him. I think it being finishing P2. I'm not sure.
Right, so we have Chappie on pole, and then it is Pons and Kevin. Bring F1. Oh, Philo, and then bring F1.
Oh yes, Philo, then bring F1, yeah.
Joke FB, and then it's NFC Liam, Mogi, and Chris.
Alright, so that's going to be the grid for China. Should be an excellent race. Let's see how it's going to go.
So I just need to put myself spectating again, or I'll end up on the grid.
Yeah, please make sure you do that. You could also set the weather to wet if you like, no problem.
Leave it dynamic.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it dynamic. Let's not do that to them. Let's see how it goes. If we're lucky enough to have a wet race, we will.
I really hope we get a wet race.
I want to see a full wet race at China. It'll be interesting. I've actually done a full wet race at China. Not on a league race. It's been on career, but it was a lot of fun to drive on the wet there, especially with that turn one. It's so difficult going around and try to keep it from going wide when you're going there.
That turn one for me is almost like a different line every single time.
Yeah, it is actually.
In the wet.
And that hairpin coming off the back straight, it's always so interesting with your braking zone, because if you just go so late on it, it's gonna go way wide, and sometimes you even get a penalty for going off too much on track.
Yeah.
It looks like we're about to get going here. Since I had Jake on before with me, I'm gonna put some pressure on Jake. We're gonna be viewing his car for the qualifying lap on board for the one-shot qualifying here. Let's see how he does. Also, guys, I should mention, also as well on stream, I should mention it. I do have some interesting stuff planned for league races coming up pretty soon, not right away. Maybe give me about 4 to 6 weeks, and we're gonna have some interesting stuff in terms of the stream, in terms of what I'm gonna be doing on it anyway. So I think your sponsors probably are gonna like what's gonna be happening. Don't want to give anything out as yet, but I'm still working on that. So I think it's gonna make the league races a lot more interesting, and it should be a lot of fun. And we're gonna have a lot more stats provided in terms of championship standings and driver standings and everything. So I'll have to be it'll be a lot more work for me as well getting that information. But I'll have you guys help me out, just to provide that so I can have everything set up. And we can get everything sorted, and it'll be much more of a better experience for everyone who's watching to follow what happened in previous races and what's happening on this one and who's going to be getting ahead and stuff like that. It should be fun, but I'm just still working on that a little bit and going. Yeah, it seems cloudy. I don't see any rain. It's cloudy.
Had to disappear for 2 seconds then.
That's okay. I see a Mercedes, I think, garage having medium tires on there. I think that's Joke BCR's garage I'm seeing there.
Yeah, my teammate has just informed me as he's done the scores that McLaren have now moved up into third in Tier 1 constructors.
Oh, interesting.
And where are Mercedes?
Get him painted pink.
Alright, so we're about to get onto the start here, and let's see. I'm gonna switch on to Jake as soon as he gets started here. Let's see, where is he? Oh, he's a little bit in the midfield going. He's going pretty well there. Oh, lost an end plate.
Mini Maestro's out.
Virtual safety car on lap 1.
Yeah, Mini Maestro. Chris got a 5-second penalty for collision.
Oh, bring F1. So Chappie's still out in front.
I think Chris may have gone into the back of this Jake. I'm not sure. Just as a virtual safety car came on.
Oh, and Jake lost both end plates on his car, so he might be pitting. I'm not sure.
Mini Maestro's got damage to it, so he'll need to pit.
So Chappie starting P1, Bespoke started P2. They're still holding their positions. Philo up 1 position from Kevin there. Bring F1 and Jake still in their respective positions on the start of the race. Chris Panda there, he's up a position. Mogi's down 1. And we have Liam up 3 positions so far, doing pretty well up there in 9th. And Joe BCR, yeah.
Bring F1 and both Chris have got 5-second penalties, so they'll be forced to serve them in the pits.
Yeah, that's going to cost them quite a bit.
So, Mogi will jump right up.
And as it is a 25% race, there's not a lot of time that you have. You know, you can make up that 5 seconds when you get back on track. So it's going to be very limited in terms of that. And I think VSC is over. We're back to racing. So Chris and Jake is out. So Jake is out of the session.
Was the contact with anyone?
Somebody else was involved, but I couldn't see who it was.
I didn't get to catch that either.
Yeah, Mogi was trying to make a move on his inside in the corner just before, but I don't know whether he had contact with it, Jake.
So Bring F1, Kevin, and Joke BCR are in the pits. Jake is out. So 11 cars now left in the session again. One car is going to be out of the points. Oh, Mini Meister going wide. Greg getting ahead.
I think he's still got damage on this car, Mini Maestro.
He might still have damage, yes. I'm trying to have a look.
Liam is chasing down Mogi. He's made up 6 spaces.
So Liam then is doing pretty well in this race so far. I have to say, no damage on his car either, so he's doing pretty well. Philo up into P2. Oh, he spun. And he's all the way down now.
Yeah, he was getting chased down by Philo, and I think he got onto the curb.
Yeah.
The back end.
That might have, a lot of guys usually tend to lose the back end on that corner there. So Philo now up into P2 behind Chappie, 2.7 seconds. Chappie is building a gap out front. Let's see how well he's going to do. Chris Panda in P3 right now, Mogi P4. And Liam now just behind Mogi, chasing him down the pit straight. Going into turn 1. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Mogi taking... Yeah, he's driving pretty well, and Mogi takes the inside though.
He's 7 places so far. He's like a rejuvenated Gasly, isn't he?
You could say that, yeah. He's doing a pretty good job of keeping the gap under a second behind Mogi there, and we should be able to get a go on him pretty soon, I guess, with his overtake, and he's going to get DRS open up here as well. He's handling these corners pretty well, so I think he's going to get a go on Mogi. Maybe along the back straight, because he has enough ERS to use for overtake. Oh, goes a little bit wide there. No penalties. Maybe a warning, I'm not sure, but... Let's see what kind of exit he's about to get off of this turn, as Mogi does take a little bit on the outside.
I'm not sure if he's in DRS range.
I don't think he's in DRS range. He's over a second. Either way, he's not going to get DRS. He's using all the overtake he can. He's going to get pretty close to Mogi though, coming down to that hairpin there. I got Bring F1 getting pretty close to Best Spawns here as well. And Best Spawn's pretty close to Joe BCR as well there.
Second place is on 34.
Oh, Bring F1 going around the outside, around the hairpin. Not getting it done. Best Spawns holds it in P9. He's really fighting to get that P9 right now. Oh, and Bring F1 going for it on Best Spawns. Getting it done. Let's see if he takes it inside. Oh, bit of contact. I think Best Spawns went a bit wide there. After that, he's now chasing down Joke BCR.
Chris is chasing Philo down here. He wants a first and a second.
He's getting pretty close. Let's see if he's going to break that gap down just a little bit more before I do start following him. This battle is getting a bit heated between Jokes BCR, Bring F1, and Best Spawns here.
Yeah, the Has wants past that Mercedes quick.
Yellow flag in sector 2. I think a McLaren went off a little bit there, I'm not sure. Yeah, he did.
To fighting each other.
So McLaren's teammates in Tier 2 not seeming to be getting along too well if they're fighting off each other for positions here. It might be about who is on a better strategy, because Bespoke is on mediums and Kevin is on hards. So it all depends who's faster than who to take it on to bring F1 out in front. But bring F1 is moving up. Oh! Getting into contact with Joe BCR. Going wheel to wheel. Oh, they're still going wheel to wheel at it. Oh, this is pretty close to that pit wall.
Liam's catching Mogi.
Joe BCR has better pace.
Oh, and he's back down the inside. 3 corners side by side.
Oh.
Early contact there.
I think Joe BCR may hold it.
Together in another league as well, so they will know each other's racing styles.
It's been a lot of action in this race so far, and it's quite surprising to see we're only on lap 5. I thought we'd probably be down the end of the race already. It's been quite a lot to follow since the start so far.
Yeah, Chris is talking. And he's gone into the pit. Yeah, Chris took him for second, and Philo's pitting for mediums.
And I think Chris started on medium, so he's running much of a different strategy from Philo out front. And yeah.
And so is Liam.
And I think Chappie is gonna have to rethink what he's doing here right now, because Chris is running mediums, which means he's going soft to the end after he makes his stop. So Chappie is gonna have to pit before him, and he's gonna be taking the lead. And let's see what kind of pace Chris is gonna have at that point. So Mogi, Philo, and Liam in the pits.
All three have come out of the pits next to each other, so that's going to be a good battle for at least a lap or two.
Definitely.
3 quick guys as well with Liam, Philo and Mogi.
As they're out now, let's see how that's going to continue going down. So we still have Chappie, Chris, and Greg out front to pit. Is Greg in the correct position right now or not? I'm trying to have a look at what's happening with him.
I think he is, because everyone else pitted.
Yeah, he hasn't pitted as yet, so he definitely is in the correct spot at this point in the race. Hopefully he doesn't get in the wrong spot there.
Yeah, because he hasn't pitted. He seems to like ghost up into second place for somehow. Liam 3-second penalty, so that's not going to help him.
No, and Mogi getting a little bit sideways, but getting it back though. Chappie is out of the race. What happened to Chappie? We have a safety car for the incident with Chappie. I'm not sure what happened with Chappie in the race here. I'm trying to have a look on the map to see if his car is there. I'm not sure as yet.
There's a car in the pits.
There's a car in the... I think he probably was going into the pits and had a incident there. It does seem like that's what happened. He might have took it a bit too hot into that pit lane.
Yeah.
Oh, I have Greg going in. Let's see if I can see his car. Yeah, his car is on the wall.
To the pits.
The car just disappeared. Yeah. Definitely what happened there. So that's going to be an incident on his behalf there happening. So safety car for that incident.
Chris jumps right into first.
And he has 32 seconds between himself and Mogi, so he might want to try and make a pit stop as soon as he can here to get back out in front, because he has enough time to do that, even though we're under a safety car. But Mogi is going to be catching him by the second right now.
Yeah, Chris I'll be jumping straight into the safety car.
Definitely should be doing that. It's on 24 seconds, 23 seconds that gap is now, because Mogi is pushing it, trying not to speed too much on the safety car, but he is pushing as much as he can, because it does limit you just a little bit.
Top 6 on medium, so if he jumps onto softs, he should be able to capture all that top 6 and get past him.
Yeah, definitely he should, because he started on mediums. He's definitely going on softs for it going down to the end of this race.
Yeah, top 6 have all pitted. Chris is the only one who hasn't pitted, so if he whacks on a set of softs, he should have enough time to catch the safety car again and get past them when it resumes.
Oh, and the gap just suddenly became 2.2 seconds, so that's not gonna go well down for him now. Mogi has caught up.
Chris will also have to serve his 5-second penalty, only for the crash while he's in.
Oh, that's definitely gonna cost him when he goes into the pits there as well, because he's gonna be forced to serve that under his pit stop. So Chappie and Jake out of the session. 10 drivers remaining. Everyone's gonna get points. Good note on that end, and he's going into the pits. Let's see where he's gonna come out though. That pit lane is not easy, I'll be honest with you. The pit lane at China is so hard.
Thankfully they've got rid of that gravel trap that Lewis went into.
Yeah, they've gotten rid of that. I remember previous F1 games I used to play, and yeah, he deserved the penalty there. You know, when you try to go into the pits at China and you go wide, you're just going onto the gravel trap, and it just slows you down way too much. God, but they changed that. Thank God they did, because I keep going wide a little bit on it. Since the F1 2020 game, I've actually stopped doing that now. So good on my end, but it's still good that they got rid of it, because it does, you know, create a lot of problems for drivers if they do go wide.
So Tier 1 Constructors has got Ferrari on the top 93 with Red Bull on 73 and McLaren on 58, closely followed by Haas on 36. Although one of Haas's drivers couldn't make it tonight because he was on holiday.
Also, Haas doing pretty well for Tier 1 there.
Yeah, Angry Orange is leading Tier 1 Drivers Championship on 74 with Chatty Duck on 63. Jake Sard 52, Pickle Beard 44 and Trem on 40.
It seems like the Tier 1 Constructors Championship is the opposite of the real life championship.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Mercedes on 0, put Ferrari leading.
Okay, I don't want to hear that.
So we have safety car in this lap, so we're about to get back to racing. As soon as we get around that hairpin there, actually we're gonna start to have a go at it. The safety car will veer off into the distance here now.
I think Tier 1 Mercedes drivers need to have a chat with themselves.
I think they do, for sure. I can't blame it on luck all the time.
No, it's an early season. Mercedes will start picking up results. Pretty sure of it.
I'm waiting for more developments to come through.
Hopefully those developments don't fail us, but yeah, I think we're about to get back racing here now. Let's see if Liam is going to get a move on Mogi. And that's it, we're back to racing. Let's see what's happening. Going down to turn 1. Oh,
Was he going to go around outside?
Liam, I think Liam got it.
Yeah, Mogi just behind.
So Mogi into P2 now, bringing from running P3. Chris has gone up to 7. And Philo up to 4th. Best Spawns out of the race. Something has happened to Best Spawns.
Yeah, it's just he was Philo was right behind him, and he looked like he went off track.
Might have gone into a corner there, I'm not sure. We won't get to have a look at that before he disappears, but so 3 cars out of the race.
On these softs. Chris is absolutely flying on these softs. He was right up behind Mini Maestro now. Oh, 3-second penalty, cut the corner.
Oh, Mini Maestro goes wide. Way wide.
He overcooked that big time. But he's back on at the end. We've got 2 Alphas fighting.
I got 2 Haas fighting here as well.
Yeah, 2 Haas it was.
Bring F1 and Chris. Now Chris is on better tires. Oh, Mogi going a little bit sideways on that exit there. Still holding it together. Let's see if Bring F1 is going to allow Philo to get past. Or Philo is just going to go past because he has the overtake on. He's going for it. And that's Chris with fastest lap. Contact between the Haas. Oh, that Mercedes went a little bit off track onto the grass there. I think that was Mogi, yeah.
Contact between the has. It's just like real life.
Yeah, it is.
Wonder which one's Grosjean.
We're either rock stars or beep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris is chasing down Bring F1 now.
Yeah, he's on him.
I can see Chris getting first place here on these soft tyres. I know Philo's on softs, but I think that has was all over.
Oh, Chris had to go off track just a little bit.
So that's not done Philo any good being on the softs and getting a 3-second penalty.
No, so he's definitely going to be out of the top 3 there with that, because if the Apple are going to stay this close going way down to the end of the race here, I assume, because we just got about, after this lap, there's going to be about 3 laps left.
Yeah, Chris is picking up the extra points as well up to now for the fastest lap. He's put in a 1:34.1.
Seems to be up. He's just using his overtake now. He didn't use it down the back straight.
We have DRS enabled again, so that's going to come into play a little bit for some of these drivers, or most of these drivers, because the gaps are all under a second here, except for Minimize Showdown in 9th. He's a 4 seconds behind. And Bring F1, yeah.
Closing on Chris Panda because he's battling with Bring F1. But Bring F1's on 8-lap old mediums. So they've got to start feeling terrible in a bit.
Oh, and Chris gets a move done on Bring F1, got past. I think Bring F1 made a mistake. He might have went a bit wide. Kevin gets up to P7.
China does chew tyres up, and 8-lap old mediums are not going to feel great after.
No, definitely they're not going to. Yeah, China is one of those tracks, and that was Chris with a purple sector 2 there. So China is one of the tracks, it just eats your tires away so fast. You gotta just be as careful as you can in the corners. Yeah, I'm looking at Mogi right now. He's gonna have a go. Has DRS, doesn't have overtake left, but he's using that DRS, gonna get a go at him. Let's see if Liam can get some outbraking done on him, but he's gonna hold it behind. Try and keep it clean.
Well, Chris has to pass these for 3 drivers in.
Oh, Philo and Chris here. Philo gets past. Chris is still coming up beside him. Oh, they're going wheel to wheel into turn 1. This is gonna be interesting.
If Chris can get round the outside, he'll have the inside for the next one.
I think Chris might have gotten it done. Let's see, they're still fighting it.
Good move. Yeah, it was a good move that. Yeah. Went out wide and then cut back in and took the inside line.
Is Philo going to give it another go?
No. To be honest, Chris and Philo could work together here and use DRS and slipstream together to be able to.
Yeah, instead of fighting over for third.
Yeah.
Make up a bit of ground. 2 laps to go.
So he might be looking at driver of the day on this occasion here.
It'll be out of him and Chris.
Yeah, let's see who's gonna get it.
Unless Greg gets first place again with the
We never know, that might actually happen. He's currently at 8th.
Down to this game. I've got Bring F1 right up behind his teammate.
So the Haas boys are really fighting it out.
Them rear mediums have got to feel terrible being 10 laps old.
Definitely so.
Just as you say that, he lost the rear. Bring F1.
Yeah, it was going to happen with him putting the power down.
Oh, one joke, BCR is going to get past him.
Top three's quite close here. 2 laps to go in the top 3. Chris wants past Liam.
Chris is on them.
This will be play into Mogi's hands.
Definitely so.
Chris has still got 3-second penalties though. I'm not sure about the other guys. Yeah, I'm not sure about the other top 2 if they've got any. I think he'll be getting the move done here now, Chris.
Yeah, he might. He has the pace to do it. That DRS is going to just work perfectly for him right now. Got it done. I think he's about to keep that. He might be taking on the inside just to make sure it blocks off a bit. Yeah, he does. And yeah.
Yeah. Smooth driving.
Very clean. That was quite interesting to watch. So Chris, yeah. Chris up into P2 now. Going into, I think we're going to final lap now. And let's see if anyone can get anything else happening here.
I'm just on board with Chris to see if he can get this race to win. I think he's saving up his ERS for the long straight.
He might be doing that, yeah. So getting a move done on the final lap on Mogi might be a very interesting one if Chris can get this done. Let's see, he has just about half a lap left to do this.
They've both got exactly the same ERS.
So
Mogi's got 13, Chris has got 17, so it's going to be close.
I think it's going to be about who has a better exit out of turns and who has more better race pace on the straights here. Because this back straight is what's going to make it.
Yeah, Chris's fuel light's flashing and Mogi's isn't.
Oh, Mogi is trying to keep him blocked up maybe a little bit here. He's trying to get a slipstream going. Has it done? Let's see if he's going to get it into the final hairpin here. Oh, Mogi takes it.
Chris has gone for the cutback.
Going by, oh, yeah, he's probably going to settle there. And hopefully he didn't cut. Oh, 3-second penalty. He cut the corner there. And he still holds it. So Chris had a penalty as well then. So Mogi P1, Chris P2, Liam P3, Philo P4, Joke, CBR P5, Bring F1 goes P6. Kevin comes in 7th. Greg is, let's see if he's going to be 8th. He's 8th. And Minimeister goes after that. So that was a heck of an interesting race to watch. That was so close coming down to the end though. Luckily he didn't lose it. Liam takes driver of the day.
Yeah, good drive from Liam and Chris there.
Yeah, that's a great drive.
Alright, so let's see what the penalties have to say about it. So Mercedes on pole. Someone's happy to see that, I guess.
And as luck would have it, all 3 drivers look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I was surprised not to see another Renault on there, to be honest.
Alright, so Mercedes takes it on pole position for tier 2 here at China with Mogi in P1. So Chris goes P2 with a Renault. AlphaTauri takes P3, that's Liam. Philo P4. Joe BCR takes P5. Bring F1 6. Kevin 7. Greg takes 8 instead of 2nd this time. Minimaster takes 9. Best Punk goes 10th. And Chappie and Jake out of the points on this one here, 11th and 12th. And that's it for tier 2 here with Slydog Racing. And being that that's the end of it, I have Milan in the chat here right now. So I think what's happening, I think you guys are involved in this 4-league battle we're having happening on Saturday. Yeah, so definitely 4 different leagues. I know Milan is, I think he's racing for All-Stars. So he's just asking on stream, who are the top guys racing for you guys here? I have no idea who the drivers are for the different leagues as yet. I'm going to be provided with that information later in the week as we go along.
Yeah, we're keeping our 5 close to our chest, so no one will get any ideas. We need every advantage we can get against him.
Yeah, because we all know how Milan drives, so it's gonna be an interesting one to stream that one as well. I'm definitely gonna make sure I'm here on time for that race.
Yeah, I know how he drives. I just never see him because I'm always that far back.
Yeah, he's a pretty fast guy, so I think it's gonna be an interesting race. I know it's gonna be Slydog Racing League, it's gonna be PGL and All Stars Racing League and a Midwest League. I'm not sure if that's the correct name for the league, but I know Midwest League. MX told me. So it's going to be those 4 leagues for a race at Silverstone, which is one of the tracks I love. It's going to be on that track. It's so going to be so interesting to have it on Silverstone. So it's going to be quite an interesting race on Saturday. I'm going to have to get some stuff set up for it. And you know, hopefully we have a very, very good race with a lot of battles to follow on track. We're going to be using the multiplayer cars, different liveries we're going to be seeing. So it's going to be quite interesting. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. James and Trim, thank you guys for joining me on stream for comms today.
Thank you for inviting me, and look forward to commentary next week in the Netherlands and Spain.
Yeah, that's going to be quite interesting. All right.
Fast tracks.
Yeah, that's. I think Netherlands is going to be quite an interesting one to watch. It was for All Stars, so it's going to be quite interesting to see you guys do it as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And with that being said, I guess that's the end of this stream. So Slydog Racing League, sponsored by Grace Bespoke Printing and Embroidery Special. You know, so hopefully we have a pretty good race next week. So again, the same thing. Hopefully I don't miss a time this time. Somebody remind me, please, so we can get on time. But yeah, we still caught the race. That was pretty good. So thank you guys again.
Cheers.
Yeah, so good race.
Good night.
All right, that's it.